I come to you today to bring you the good word of this fabulous book, which I just finished. It's the debut book by this author who is, shout out to Ohio, where I live, an Ohio-based author, Sonia Feldman. Got to meet her at a book event last month. Really appreciated what she had to say about her artistic process, her writing process, and all of that. Finally then got around to reading this book and really enjoyed it. The characters were complex and interesting and resonated with me, having been a girl who grew up in Ohio, this evocative, humid, sticky Ohio summer, and what comes out of the discomfort was really interesting to me in terms of place and setting. And it took the coming of age Bildungsroman story and brought it closer to home for me. One thing that this book brought up for me is this concept of difficult or unlikable characters. And often these terms get applied to female characters more than male, in my experience. It got me down a rabbit hole of other books that I really enjoy that have difficult, downright unlikable female protagonists at the forefront that I would recommend. And more broadly, got me thinking about who gets to be considered difficult, why is that, and why is it more often women than men? Girl's Girl, for me, brought that up, having been a girl who grew up in Ohio, having navigated girlhood and friendship, and as is evident by me having opinions about books, I have opinions about things, and I would not define myself as an easy person 100% of the time. Wouldn't consider myself chill or go with the flow. Quite honestly, I don't have time. It takes a lot of time to be a chill girl, and boy, do I not have time for that. In no particular order, these are books also with kind of crunchy, difficult, challenging female heroines at their center that you would enjoy. Always and Forever, I would recommend The Neapolitan Quartet by Elena Ferrante. My brilliant friend is the first in this quartet. Very unlikable and very interesting, compelling characters. The Inseparables by Simone de Beauvoir in the more recent translation that came out just last year. It's Simone de Beauvoir's fictionalized account of her own friendship with her best friend who dies tragically young. Simone de Beauvoir herself, I would say, also gets characterized as a difficult woman. The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. This is a classic for a reason. In my mind, it's a foil to the Holden Caulfield's Catcher in the Rye's of the world. Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Howarth. This torrid and angsty love affair happens for these girls in summer of their high school years in 1990s Ireland. Like Girls' Girl, it has a sapphic romance element. Unlike Girls' Girl, it is presented as the central conflict of the book for these characters that they are queer and are falling in love with each other. By contrast, what I found interesting about Girls' Girl actually was that the main and central conflict was not their queerness. That was actually accepted and immediately everybody moved on. And so the central conflict of Girls' Girl could be more of that interpersonal girl-to-girl friendship and relationship building that you learn when you're 14, 15, 16. White on White by Ayşegül Savaş, Turkish author. I've talked about her on my YouTube channel before. She is a Paris-based Turkish writer and often writes, morose might be a strong word, but characters that feel big feelings and see the world in interesting and artistic ways. The Image of Her, also by Simone de Beauvoir. This is a mother who is questioning the decisions she's made in her life up to this point. In that way, it has a vein of the classic difficult woman from literature, Anna Karenina, and the choices that women make and whether or not they grow or live to regret those choices. Last but not least, The Loneliness of Sonia and Sunny by Kiran Desai. This is a book I read just earlier this year. Very much a sweeping epic across many years, if not decades, of these two characters' lives, and how they come in and out of each other's lives at different points in time. I would describe Sonia as not easy, but very compelling. And again, it all circles back to this question of what does it mean to be difficult, challenging, complex? Ask yourself, who are the people, real people in our lives, and also the characters in the books, the media we consume and enjoy that get to be complex, that get to be interesting, that get to be difficult? The answer might surprise you. Those are my recs. Go out and read Girl's Girl now. I believe Emma Roberts is featuring it on her book club. So go forth and tell me in the comments, who are the difficult, challenging, or complex characters in literature that you adore?